Good morning, everyone. Well, another thorny question that you come up, I suppose, with younger people, but certainly with even older people who are questioning things, and they say, how do I know that God is real? How do I know that he is still around? After all, it's 2,000 years since Jesus was on the earth, and we believe that Jesus is the Lord and Jesus is the Son of God, or should I say, is God the Son. And so therefore we see that personal experience 2,000 years ago. But how do we actually see that God is real today? Well, in terms of that, I suppose we've got to go back and say, did God create the world? Did God create everything? And in terms of looking at that, we have to go to the ultimate question, is that even if the Big Bang did happen, and there are many people who said it doesn't, we've got to stick with what the Bible said. The Catholic Church is open to the possibility of that. The Big Bang had to happen with two atoms colliding, and the question is, where did those two atoms come from? There has to have been a creator. The flaw in that theory is that one would suppose that God has just sort of said, well, let's just bang two atoms together and see what happens. No, God had a hand in creation, and things have turned out the way that he wanted them to turn out. So where we are and what we have become is very much the work of the Lord. How do we know that God exists? Well, because there's so much that science cannot do and science cannot explain. More and more science is starting to discover things that we never knew before. And even today, using genetic engineering, there are things that people cannot achieve, scientists cannot achieve. They can replicate things, but they cannot make things happen. And so there has to be a creator. And therefore, the creator of that is God as we know him. How do we know about God? Because Jesus Christ reveals him to us. And if Jesus is revealing us the nature of God and our relationship with him, then Jesus too is God the Son. And from that, you'll see the logical conclusion that where we are at the moment, the relationship we have with the Lord through the Eucharist, through our catechetics, through our prayer life and so forth, is real. And it's not just a figment of people's imagination, and it's not just something people have made up. That God is real. And if we have a look on a beautiful, beautiful morning and have a look at creation as we see it, to appreciate that's not an accident. It has to have been creator. And what an amazing creator he is. You have a wonderful day and keep yourself safe. God bless. Bye-bye.